Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of the Formula 1 2003 World Championship Edition mode. I'm SamuraiT-X, bringing you the Malaysian Grand Prix. And when we last left off, we had an Australian Grand Prix which saw David Coulthard win from Kimi Raikkonen as it was a 1-2 McLaren. Quite the battle we had with our teammate. And Malaysia is really a tricky track for some races and some race weekends. So here's the championship standings with Ralf Schumacher third, Michael fourth, Barrichello fifth, Jenson Button sixth, Villeneuve seventh, D'Amata eighth. Cristiano D'Amata scored a point. Wow. So it was 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 1 Williams, 2 BARs, and 1 Toyota that scored. So Renault, Jordan, Jaguar, Sauber, and Minardi are yet to score. And the likes of Montoya, Fernando Alonso has not scored either. Montoya retired in the last race, which was Australia, and unfortunately for him, he was being very competitive. So now we're going to choose the session and go to Friday qualifying. And because we are top of the championship, we're going to go first. So we shall get going, shall we, and start our qualifying lap. We really should see what's going on, but we're just going to go straight out, thinking it's going to be a dry race. But, long and behold, we were wrong. And are those dry tyres we have on? They are dry tyres. So we already know our session's already screwed because we've got dry tyres on wet track. That is fantastic. Of course, a mixed weekend already. And whoa, look at that. We're having trouble already. And oh, Jesus, learned we nearly damaged our front wing, but luckily it's still intact. But whoa, that was a messy exit coming out of the pit lane. And we made a mistake. So this is definitely going to cost us some positions for Friday qualifying. I'm pretty sure this is going to pull us in last place anyway because we're on dry tyres on a wet track, which is just unacceptable, and we've made yet another mistake. So I already know where this is going. I believe I'm going to be in last place because I've made 2 mistakes and I'm on a dry tyres on a wet track. Not good enough. So here we are. We are ready to cross the line, and the average lap to get a pole position here on a wet track is 142 or 141, and we get a 150.4. So that's 9 to 8 seconds off the pace. So we're definitely going to be last place. Confirmed. I bet you we are. So we're going to show you what happened with the results on Friday qualifying. And long and behold, I was right. We were 5 seconds behind Justin Wilson. And Ralf Schumacher got 18th. And Kimi Raikkonen's in 15th. My goodness. What a crazy qualifying time. See, this is what Friday brings you. And then Saturday you're going to come out reverse grid. So 20th goes first on Saturday. So that will be me. So yes, the reverse grid happens on Saturday qualifying because after you do Friday, it's just a reverse. So if I got first, I'll be last, as you saw in the previous video. So, yep, this is the reverse grid, and Antonio Pizzoni and Mark Webber's having quite the laps. Look at them in the top half of the midfield. Wow. But yeah, we're last place, and Fernando Alonso has the privilege to go last on Saturday. So, yeah, here we are on Saturday qualifying, and we're about to complete our lap. And it's a dry track, thank goodness. And we're on dry tyres, not wet, we're on dry tyres, hooray! And we are going into the final corner here. We've made a bit of a mess of that by going a bit wide, by oversteering, and here we are ready to complete the lap. It's going to be a 1 minute 34.208, and that's put us in pole position for now, obviously, because of the fact that we're the first ones to go out, so I expect us to do quite good. I expect that lap to at least be in the midfield, and here comes Michael Schumacher, ready to destroy the field because he's already the fastest man out there, and he's got a 1 minute 32.1, and that's 1.3 seconds faster than my teammate. There comes Barrichello now, and he's currently the fastest guy out there. He's faster than his teammate. What is he going to get? Is he going to enter the 131s? The answer is yes, he does. 1 minute 31.599. Impressive. He's 6 tenths faster than Michael Schumacher, I believe. And that's Fernando Alonso. What will he get? Fernando Alonso is ready to cross the line here, and his time is a 1 minute 32.865, so that's put him in 3rd place, 7 tenths. Wow, the Ferraris are in a different league of their own. Barrichello is 6 tenths faster than his teammate, and Michael Schumacher 7 tenths faster than Fernando Alonso. Wow. while we start in 9th place behind Jenson Button and ahead of Jacques Villeneuve. So we're in a BAR sandwich. That sounds pretty tasty, right? But DC normally has, well, the start we had in Australia was pretty terrible. But yes, we have Barrichello, Schumacher, Alonso, Montoya, 5th, Raikkonen, 6th, Trulli, 7th, Charles Schumacher, 8th, Barton, 9th, Coulthard, 10th, Villeneuve, 11th, Mark Webber, Fisichella, 12th, Panis, 13th. Oh god, I really should have did that first, but you already know the grid order. And here we are when the 5 laps go up. We're going to go racing here. And it's go, go, go. And there's a terrible start by Jarno Trulli in front of us. And that's caused Jenson Button to also have a slow start. So, yes, Coulthard's got ahead of both Button and Jarno Trulli into 7th place. And here we are going into turn 1. And Coulthard is going to take a dive bomb, mighty dive bomb. And he's gone into 6th place. No, he's in 5th. But here we go. He's taken another dive bomb and he's got ahead of both Williams, and David Coulthard's moved up from 9th to 3rd within 2 corners. And now he's got the 2 Ferraris ahead, and the 2 Ferraris normally just jolt up ahead because they're the fastest car in the game. And we enter the 3rd corner and he's going to overtake Michael Schumacher. No contact, but David Coulthard has kept it very well, and so has Michael Schumacher. Oh goodness gracious me, what a start by David Coulthard, who's already moved up to 3rd place after 2 corners. Impressive. David Coulthard just flew past them, especially Trulli and Button. Trulli had a terrible start, as you saw on the grid. What a poor start. But yes, started 9th place. I knew that Malaysia was going to be an issue, but here we are, dive bombing Michael Schumacher for 2nd place, and we've gone through. We're in 2nd place. Well, oh, no we're not, because Michael Schumacher's come back saying, no, that's my place. Give it back. Anyway, let's keep going, and where we are now, well, we're only 3 tenths ahead of Montoya and 4 tenths behind Michael Schumacher, so it's only lap 1 anyway, and here we go, and that's an epic dive bomb on proportions to move up to 2nd place. And Barrichello's already leaving us. Look at that. Michael Schumacher and us is fighting for 2nd, while Barrichello's just left us saying, yeah, you guys can keep fighting, that's fine. Alright, so we're about to enter the first lap. Barrichello should be the fastest man out there due to the fact that, well, he's in 1st place. There's a 1 minute 35.8, and apparently we're faster. No, we're not. I don't buy that, because we all crossed the line. Barrichello technically should be the fastest man out there, because he was the one that crossed the line first and whatnot. Now, Michael Schumacher's going back at us, but we've got back 2nd place. Michael Schumacher's not really going to have it easy with David Coulthard here, because David Coulthard really does make it up for the 1st sector here. David Coulthard is easily the fastest man in the 1st sector, and there he is. He's now 1.5 seconds ahead of Michael Schumacher, but 1.3 behind Rubens Barrichello. And this is lap 2, and Michael Schumacher is not going to give up the fight very easily, because he is Michael Schumacher and he is in the fastest car in the game. So Michael Schumacher is going to come back at us very soon, but hopefully our sector times are strong, even though I don't believe that they're strong. Right, so here we are. Normally in the new Malaysia track, Sector 2 will be complete already, but Sector 2 is complete right here, which is pretty strange. But Michael Schumacher is 1 second behind, while Barrichello is making a 2-second gap over us. So, yeah, we're really losing Rubens Barrichello, but Michael Schumacher is benefiting from us not really taking any advantage. But here we are in lap 2, still in 2nd place. Hopefully things get better for us, as we still remain in 2nd place, and we're going to really take a break here. And I'm going to 3rd gear. We really ran wide, but that should be okay. Barrichello is going to set a fast time of a 1 minute 32, and we've smashed that by 4 tenths, but we're still 2 seconds behind. So yes, we're smashing the fastest lap times in for both laps, but Barrichello still is getting away, and we're not going to catch up with Barrichello by making a little bit of an oversteering error like that, but that's okay. We are now going to start the 3rd lap. Well, we are starting the 3rd lap, and Barrichello is still in 1st place with David Coulthard 2nd, Michael Schumacher 3rd, and I think Ralf Schumacher should be in 4th for Montoya. And then, David Coulthard has run wide, and that should open the door for Michael Schumacher here. He is right behind David Coulthard, and he's past David Coulthard. Now Michael Schumacher is in 2nd place, but David Coulthard is not the type to give up, because, well, if he did give up, then what's the point of him racing? He still has a chance of getting 2nd place here, but Michael Schumacher is pulling away because he's in the fast car. But can Coulthard perform an epic dive bomb? He does. He lunges in and he's taken the place of... No, he hasn't. Michael Schumacher just had extra speed there, and, well, he's gone. I'm afraid he is gone. He's going to leave us, and, well, we are dead in the water. Now we've got Montoya to worry about, who's 8 tenths behind us. Michael Schumacher's already pulled off a 1.2 second gap. Impressive. And we've ran wide, and here comes Juan Pablo Montoya, who's going to overtake us right now. There he goes. Told you. Ran wide twice in this lap, and Michael Schumacher and Montoya have benefited from it, and that's put us down to 4th place. We were in 2nd and in Dreamland, trying to catch Barrichello. Now we are tasting a daily dose of reality, which is called mistakes, and Montoya and Michael Schumacher just takes the podium spots of us without any hesitations. So now we're in a Williams sandwich. This is when Williams was very good. Well, speaking of Williams, I'm kind of proud of George Russell, who had a good qualifying session. He starts 15th after Giovinazzi got a penalty for impeding Lance Stroll. I don't get why the FIA is impeding Giovinazzi. He's not like Lance Stroll's a good qualifier anyway, but yeah, they'd have to follow the rules. But yes, Germany was a pretty crazy race last time with the wet weather and dry mixing up. It could have gone anywhere, but Max Verstappen won with Charles Leclerc making an error. It really was a potential race win. But what about Mercedes? They were brilliant last weekend, weren't they, everybody, with their 1 minute pit stop with Lewis Hamilton crashing into the barriers, Lewis Hamilton going to the wrong side of the bollard collecting the penalty, Valtteri Bottas crashing out, Daniil Kvyat got a podium. That was pretty crazy in itself. Sebastian Vettel was at the back of the grid and finished 2nd, so pretty crazy race. Lance Stroll led the race at one point, only to finish 4th place. Carlos Sainz got 5th place, which I'm very pleased of him. Probably could have got a podium if he did not make that mistake, because he never entered the run-for area. And another person I feel sorry for is Nico Hülkenberg. Apparently Cyril Abiteboul, yes, Cyril, I'm just going to call him Cyril because that is his name. He said Hülkenberg should have done better. Well, I'm sorry, that tarmac area is terrible. It's like an ice rink. Anyone can make mistakes, even Lewis Hamilton, so you can't blame Hülkenberg for his retirement. But it is what it is. Apparently, Cyril's going to try and replace Hülkenberg, which is pretty bizarre in itself. And we set the fastest lap of a 1 minute 31.619. Hello, Rey Mysterio. I'm dialing up the number. 619, booyaka! Anyway, now I've jumped off topic from Formula 1 to wrestling. That's just the nature of this, of me. But here we are. We are going to the end of the 5th lap here, and ready to go into the 6th lap. We're going to have to pay attention to the engineer, because he's probably going to tell us something important in a minute. I think he will, because we've set the fastest lap by 800ths of a second. Thanks for telling us that. And look at us, we're breaking around, and the clouds are getting darker. Am I going to sense a bit of rain? Let's see. I think it's going to rain in a minute, actually. I might be right, because the clouds are getting darker each lap. So, yeah, let's hear if the... I'm going to hear an update from the engineer, because I think the engineer should have something in a minute. I don't care about my sector times. They said times are starting to increase, so that's nice. Unless he's hearing something that I don't know. But yeah, we're staying with the Ferrari, which is pretty impressive. And as you can see, the engineer says it's starting to rain, and we can see it on our visor and on our camera screen that it's starting to rain. So it seems that maybe it's time to do that early pit stop. And yes, the AI do pit in this game, may I add. So yeah, as you can see, we're slipping around and whatnot. Right, so we're going to call for the pits early, because the track's getting a bit wet already. Well, it's raining lightly, but by the time I enter the pit lane and exit it, it's probably going to rain heavy. So, yeah, I'm going to try and enter the pits now and put on a pair of intermediate tyres. If I put on wet tyres, I'm going to be screwed, because track's still too dry for wet tyre for wets. The track's just a bit damp for intermediate. It's good enough for intermediate. So here we are. Here's our first pit stop of this career mode or World Championship. And look at us, we're going to go into the pits. And here we are, slowing down, and we're getting overtaken. Who cares? We're only into lap 7 of the race now. And why are we slowing down here? Oh, come on, move. Right, here we are. We're going to show you how it goes around here. Just put X there. We don't really need to tap buttons like R1, L1, and all that from the native F1 games, which is F1 2004 onwards. But here we are as a solid pit stop. And of course, we're probably going to be at the back of the grid, since we're the only driver that's entered the pits. So I do expect us to be last place. Yeah, there's other drivers passing us. So yeah, we're about to exit the pits right now. And we are in last place, 8.4 seconds behind Ralph Furman. But we have intermediate tyres on while everyone's still out on the dry. So With that happening, I do expect us to be faster than everybody because we have made the right call here because the track is wet and we do have the right tyres on, which is the intermediates. So it's good for both wet and dry weather sometimes, or a damp track. And look at that, we've already closed the gap down from 8.5 seconds to 5.3. So we've closed the gap down to like 3.2 seconds on Ralph Furman, who did get ousted out of Jordan for... Who was it? Ralph Furman got replaced in 2003. I think it was... who was it? Oh, no. Ralph Furman got replaced. I do remember that by... what's his face? It wasn't Zonta. No, it wasn't Zonta. Right, we're 4.5 seconds behind. I'm going to get to you with Ralph Furman. Of course, reality in the Malaysian Grand Prix 2003, David Coulthard did have an engine failure and actually retired from this race. I think he was leading it as well, actually. Yeah, I think he was leading it, actually, before his retirement. And, I was saying oops because I'm trying to research as we speak. But, yeah, David Coulthard was leading the race, and Malaysian Grand Prix 2003 was actually the first victory for Kimi Raikkonen. Could have got his first victory in France 2002 if he didn't make that mistake and made Michael Schumacher seal the championship, but here's what it is. Kimi Raikkonen won here, and we've called up to Ralph Furman already, so that's good news. And Fernando Alonso also got his first podium here, so there was a lot of firsts for everybody in this. I think, was Fernando Alonso on pole in this track as well? I think so, but we passed Ralph Furman for 19th, and look at the cheeky little bugger passing us. Wow. But yes, let's see. I was talking about Ralph Furman in the Jordan. Ralph Furman got replaced by Zolt Baumgartner for... yeah, I told you, Ralph Furman did eventually get replaced by Zolt Baumgartner for 2 races, which is race 13 and 14. Then Ralph Furman came back because I think Ralph Furman got injured. So yeah, Zolt Baumgartner came in, and that's it. Antonio Pizzoni was another one that got fired mid-season and got replaced by Justin Wilson, rest in peace. And for Minardi, as Justin Wilson went to Jaguar, Nicholas Chiesa went to Minardi in his place. There was other replacements as well, as during the BAR season, Jack Villeneuve did walk out on the hot BAR after he was basically outperformed by Jenson Button during that season. So yeah, Takuma Sato came in for the last race of the season. What other replacements happened? Ralf Schumacher picked up an injury, so Mark Genet came in for 1 race, which is race 14. Race 14 being... he was concussed in Italy. That's right. Ralf Schumacher was concussed in Italy. Oh, sorry. We got ahead of Rubens Barrichello in the pit stop, so that's arguably the lead of the race. So we got 7 drivers ahead. Looks like we made the right call in terms of strategy. I was so sorry for just rambling on about the 2003 season. But yes, we're ahead of Barrichello, and that actually means we're in P1. Provisional P1 at the moment. But yeah, like I said, Fernando Alonso got pole position in Malaysia, but Kimi Raikkonen was the one that won the race. So yeah, first time for everything, you know. And I think the Malaysian Grand Prix podium did consist of we've ran wide. Sorry, David Coulthard has run wide, and let's stop rambling. And Rubens Barrichello has retaken 8th place, and that's provisionally the lead. Once everybody comes to the pits, and we've made a mistake again. Are these intermediate tyres ran its course, or are we just being careless? I'm going to pick that we are just being a bit careless. But yes, Rubens Barrichello has just overtaken us, and he's now 4.3 seconds ahead after 2 mistakes. So, yep, we screwed up. Sorry about that. I'm too busy rambling about the 2003 season while we just forgot that David Coulthard just made a mistake, aka me. And that's us down into P9 for now, but we will get the positions back, apart from Barrichello, who's overtaken us and already entered the pits. Michael Schumacher's entered the pits, so we should be able to get in front of him, hopefully. Okay, we're in P3. I think Michael Schumacher's just in front of us, actually. I can see somebody slowing down at the corner there, and it is a Ferrari. Michael Schumacher has just come out the pit lane. Looks like we are going to stay in 3rd place. Well, we've caught up to Michael, so if we didn't make the mistakes, then we definitely would have been in first place. But we made those 2 errors, and well, we're in third behind the 2 Ferraris, so it looks like we're going to be stuck behind them. But looks like this race of madness, which is the Malaysian Grand Prix, which has rained and been dry, and well, it does look like it's going to get dry unless the clouds start clearing away, which they are actually. The clouds are starting to clear away, but it's still raining because the clouds are dark. Clarks. I was about to say the Clarks are dark. No, the clouds are dark still. But the clouds are clearing slowly away from the sky, but that doesn't mean anything yet if the clouds are dark. We're on lap 14, so we skipped 4 laps, and we did make a mistake. And that resulted in Michael Schumacher to be 12.6 seconds ahead. Yes, we made a few mistakes, but I didn't want to show you. Well, Montoya was 15 seconds behind. Now he's 8.5 because we're making too many mistakes. And, uh-oh. You know what I see now? It's actually stopped raining, and the track, well, and the clouds are clearing. The grey clouds are going, so that means it's going to be dry very soon. So, what are we going to do? Right now, the track is still wet, so I'm still staying out on the intermediate tyres. But I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be pitted within a lap or 2. So we're going to stay out for now. We're not going to really call the strategy. Thanks for telling me that, engineer. I know Michael Schumacher is leading us by 15 seconds. Well, it's going to be even more than that because we've made 2 mistakes again. Inviting Montoya. Oh, we are so lucky we didn't touch the wall. If we did touch the wall there, we probably would have been out because damage is quite sensitive in this game sometimes. So we don't want to touch the wall. We did not want to touch the wall, and thank goodness we didn't. Because then we could have some minor damage. So here we are going to go lap 15, and Michael Schumacher's 18 seconds ahead, and Montoya is about to be, how many seconds ahead? Behind? 3.9, so the pressure is on us to actually, I think that was Justin Wilson or Olivier Panis. No, Olivier Panis is out the race. Justin Wilson was the first retirement, but, okay. So they're telling us to come into the pits, I think, because it's dry, but let's see what we're going to do. I think we're going to stay out, actually, because, alright, looks like we're going to go in. I think it's going to be a bit too late, actually. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again, please, engineer? What did you just say? I want to hear that again. Are you joking? What do you mean? Like, I'm calling for a pit stop because the track is dry. Get out! I agree. That's what I'm thinking right now. Get out. It's like, you're fired, engineer. You are so fired. That's the second time you decline my thing. You expect me to stay out here on a drying track with intermediate tyres? The track is literally dry. Can't you see the dry lines? I can't find any more wet lines. That's going to hinder me. So I'm requesting another pit stop.
What's the matter with that jerk?
For real, what is the matter with my engineer? He needs to be fired, seriously. I'm out here on intermediate tyres on a dry track now. But we've moved up to second because one of the Ferraris are pitted. I believe it's Rubens Barrichello. Yep, Michael Schumacher's in first place. So Rubens Barrichello has come into the pits. Of course, the track is still got some wet lines on it, which is good for me. But I do want to pit still because the track is getting dry. The track literally is dry. Like, you can see all the dry lines. I'm staying on the wet lines because, you know, if I don't stay on the wet lines, I'm going to make a mistake. And there's a car in front of me. I think that's a BAR. I like to think that's Jack Villeneuve, who isn't going to probably get out of my way. But it's okay, Jack Villeneuve. You can stay ahead of me. That's fine. Alright, so here we are. We've caught up to Jack Villeneuve. And, well, from what I see on the map, looks like somebody's coming in. I think that's Michael Schumacher, because the blue means it's the next car. And he's in pole position, so that's Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher is in the pit lane. And does that mean he's pitting for dry tyres? It looks like he is. So, oh my goodness me. On the penultimate lap, we are leading on intermediate tyres. Are we really going to stay on intermediate tyres? Well, after the fact that the engineer has declined my request free... Oh my goodness gracious me. What is that BAR doing? Anyway, yeah, I can't believe it. we're leading on intermediate tyres, and we gotta be careful. We gotta stay on the wet lines, but there's barely a wet line anymore. Anyway, let's go. Let's try and pass this BAR and lap it. Goodbye. Get out my way. You are lapped. Thank you. Don't even bother trying to challenge me. Michael Schumacher is 30 seconds down the road. I'm guessing Barrichello's taken that place now because Michael Schumacher is probably just gone out of the pits. But yeah, we're well ahead now, but we are getting caught because obviously we are on intermediate tyres, so we're going to get caught very quickly actually. Alright, so here we are on the penultimate lap. Actually taking a dive, and we are now taking our time, and let's just casually keep going, and let's just move on. Up. Blue flag! Come on!
Come on, blue flags.
Copy, he's getting them.
He's not getting the blue flags.
Well, he's not getting the blue flags, is he? Because he just overtook me, and he's just now trying to disturb my race. But we are on the penultimate lap on intermediate tyres. Let that sink in. We're winning the race on intermediate tyres, and we are going to the final lap. Barrichello has caught up. He was 50 seconds behind, but too bad that there is only this lap left. So Barrichello isn't going to catch up on time, but yeah, we had to stay out on intermediate tyres for like 4 laps. And we're about to win the race. This is ridiculous. We should never be winning the race on intermediate tyres, but we are. We are about to turn to the final start-finish straight. And David Coulthard is about to cross the line, and he has won the Malaysian Grand Prix on intermediate tyres. Let that sink in.
Coulthard has blown the competition away here and taken a superb victory. Fantastic result for him and the team, and a full 10 points for both in their respective championship campaigns. Let's head straight over now and join them for the podium celebration before we have a look at the full race results and the latest championship standings.
What a race that was, actually. I gotta admit, what a race. Sorry I was a bit quiet. I was still gathering my thoughts that I cannot believe I just won on intermediate tyres. But we're going to go to the podium celebrations.
Fantastic race, and now it's time for the podium celebrations.
And there is David Coulthard, who has won his second race in a row and has extended his championship lead to 10 points after winning this race. And it was a brilliant podium for Ferrari, who's going to close the gap down to McLaren after gathering 14 points to McLaren's 12. So Ferrari had a solid weekend. The mixed weather has made us stay out on track, and we won. That's a fantastic win for us, and I'm glad to be winning our second race in a row. I can't guarantee that this good run of form is going to continue, but Brazil, I have a feeling Brazil's going to be doing the same thing as Malaysia. Well, here's David Coulthard picking up his first place trophy.
What a great result for him and the team, and a real reason to celebrate later on today. Ferrari's Rubens Barrichello is presented with the trophy for second place. Great result for him and totally deserved. Ferrari's Michael Schumacher receives the third place trophy, and he must be happy to have taken the final step on the podium today.
McLaren Mercedes is presented with the trophy for the winning constructor, and everyone...
Yay! Second trophy in a row for the McLaren Mercedes team. And now, it's time for the champagne! Well guys, the next race is Brazil. And I'm about done here because, well, this race was fantastic and we won again. This is SamuraiT-X saying thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next video for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Take care everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, goodbye.